Everyone, today we'll be discussing about the concept of the OSI model. You all know in the previous session we have learned about the OSI model, what it is and how many layers are said to be present in the OSI model. That we have discussed. As you all know, there are said to be 7 layers which are there in the OSI model. You can check out with the layers here, which are those is one, you have the physical layer, then you have data link layer, then you have network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer and application layer. So all these 7 layers are said to be present in an OSI model. Okay, mainly each layer will be doing its own specific task when it is said to be like gathering the information, transferring and once again storing in some of the systems. All these aspects carried on with the help of the OSI model with the various layers which are there in the OSI model. Okay, so today's session we'll be learning only the 4 layers which are said to be present from the down to up. From the down you have physical, data link, network and transport. That we will be discussing. Other 3 I'll be discussing in the tomorrow's or Saturday's session. Okay, so let's out check out with the physical layer. What is physical layer? Physical layer is nothing but the cables which you are using or the Wi-Fi mediums which you are using, wireless or connected or connection or connectionless aspects, that is said to be your physical layer. Okay, when it is said to be connected, then you are said to be using the cables. When it is not connected means you are said to be using the concept of Wi-Fi's, okay, through which you transmit the information. So in this aspect, how the information is being transmitted, that is the important task. Okay, mainly physical layer, it is the aspect of carrying the information in the bit format. So whatever information it is being carried in the physical layer, it carries in the bit format. Okay, and it also depends on the rate at which the information is being transmitted. So when the information is being transmitted, most important thing is that you have to check out how much at what time and how much data is being carried from one end to another end and how fast it is said to be delivering the information from one end to another end. That is your transmission rate. And physical characteristics is nothing but you are using physical mediums, which are, as I said, wired or wireless mediums. Those are said to be the physical characteristics. Okay, next you have the synchronization. So when information is being transmitted, one part it has to be seen that both the end, the sender and the receiver, they maintain a clock. In that clock means what? Whether it is being transmitted with the same sync or whether any sync has been lost in between. Sync is nothing but the flow in which the information travels, whether it is in the same pace or whether it has changed the pace. Okay, that is said to be your sync, nothing but your modulation part, whether it is flowing in the same order. That comes under the synchronization part. Okay, next you have the transmission mode. Transmission mode, there are 3 types. One is simplex, half duplex and full duplex, which we had discussed in our previous session. Simplex is one way, half duplex it has both way but one at a time it can transmit, whereas full duplex is both the end they can transmit at the same time. Okay, that is your transmission mode. And physical topologies, it will be following different types of topology. Already you know, one of them is ring, star, mesh and bus topologies. All those topologies are being followed in the physical topology. Okay, so this is your physical layer. This is how the information travels from one end to another end, from source to the destination. It doesn't mean that it will reach the destination only. It is nothing but one layer to another layer, how information is being transmitted. So transmission from physical layer to data link layer, it's nothing but both the end, the sender end and the receiver end. In that you have in between the physical medium through which it travels the information from source to destination. Okay, in which way it will be traveling is in the format of ones and zeros. It makes it the information to travel from one layer to another layer. Okay, then you have the data link layer. Mainly your data link layer, it is said to be the most important one, which is said to be important one for the aspects of delivery of data from one layer to another layer. Previous is carrying the information in bits, but whether the data is delivered or not, That comes under the data link layer. So within this data link layer, you have various parts. One of them is framing. Framing important is like all the data at once I cannot send it. All the packets I cannot send at once. So what does it do is the information is being divided into a stream of bits. Okay, first packet 5 bits, second packet 5 bits, the third packet 5 bits. So packet which is being each packet which consists of various frames of bits, it is called as the framing part. Okay, and for these packets, when it is said to be traveling from one end to another end, from one router to another end, most important thing is that it has to maintain a physical address. Okay, which packet has been delivered from one end to another end, that it has to be noted down, that it will be noted down within the data link layer. And flow control is nothing but when the information is being traveling from one end to another end, it has to be checked that it doesn't comes out of the buffer. Okay, buffer, it will be maintaining the data slowly. It gets the information, though the person is sending simultaneously the messages, but the whatever in between the routers are there or any other devices are there, what do they do is just grab the information, and it will not flow the information at the same pace. It will be making the information to flow in a slower pace or in the medium pace, where it can make other data also move in a flexible way, in a easier way. That is said to be your flow control. The information shouldn't be coming out from the buffer. That is the flow control. Then you have the error control. So when information is being traveling from one end to another, most important thing is that the error has to be managed. Okay, error management is nothing but when the information is being traveling, whether the bits which are being traveling over the physical medium, any change in bits has happened or what. For example, if 1 has been converted to 0 or 0 has been converted to 1. So many methods are there which help in like error checking methods. For polynomial codes, you have parity check is there, you have Hamming code. All these in the previous DCCN you have learned. So error control is nothing but management of errors through the help of various techniques in the devices which are said to be present. Okay, that is said to be your error control, which is being there in the data link. So data link consists of framing, physical addressing, flow control, and error control. This is how happens the data link layer. So whenever information it has to be traveled, it has to travel from a physical medium, it travels through the data link layer. Data link layer mainly divides the information into frames, multiple frames, and addressing would be there each and every time. And when it is reaching to the network layer, it will be maintaining the address when it is flowing from the network. Okay, so which packet at what time it has arrived, that it has to be known, so that it will be carried on by the data link layer. Okay, so next is network layer. Network layer, most important thing is that now the data is being reached from one place to another place through the help of the your addressing. But now mainly whether it has to be checked whether the packets have reached to the destination in a proper way, that is being managed by the network layer. And another thing which is being done by the network layer is routing. Okay, most important thing is that I have to reach my data to concerned destinations only. So that destination it will be choose, and it will be done by the help of the network layer. Okay, another thing is that like most important thing which is being carried out by the network layer is the packets which are there, those packets which are said to be sent, each packet whether it has reached or not, that it will be verified by the network layer. Individual packet, not only missing out one of the packets or something. So it will check for each and every packet has reached to the destination in a proper way or not. Okay, so remember, network layer, it is the most important aspect is when it is carried out with multiple networks. You don't have only one network, you have multiple networks to be followed. So all those networks, multiple links you can say, when it is having multiple links, it sees that all the package reaches to the destination in a proper way through the help of routing, and checking for the individual packets whether they have reached to the concerned destination or not. Okay, that is your network layer. this is how it reaches. Like you have the data link layer. From data link layer it gets the data, network layer. After getting the layer, it checks for the information whether it is delivered to the concerned device only or not, that it will be checked, and then it passes to the transport layer. Okay, and last in this session you will be learning about the transport layer. So remember, there are 7 layers. I am doing only 4 layers today, next 3 layers in the tomorrow's session. Okay, so last one is in this session is transport layer. So what is a transport layer is, now I have to check whether, okay, packets have reached. Next part is, in the packets, whether the message is being delivered with full data or not, whether any error is there in those packets. Okay, that is being done by the transport layer. It checks for the messages which are there in the packet, whether they are accurate or whether any problem is there. Okay, when it is reaching to the concerned destination, another thing which is being carried out is, like, it has to check for segmentation and reassembling. Okay, in the beginning everything it will be like divided into different packets. Now when it is said to be gathered, it has to reassemble all the packets. Reassembling is nothing, gather all the packets, make it in order in which it has being sent, making it an order and delivering to the destination. That is being done by the transport layer. Main aspect of transport layer is getting the information, checking for the information, each message whether it is full or half done or whatever it is. If half done, it will send back to the message and once again it retrieves back the message. That happens in the transport layer. And segmentation, whatever segmentation dividing has happened, it will be like gathering everything and reassembling happens in the transport layer. And another part which is being there in the transport layer is error control. Mainly it sees that no errors happen while it is said to be transmitted from one end to another end. Okay, that is the part of your transport layer. Okay, this is the design how it happens. It may be having multiple packets. Your transport layer, it receives multiple packets at a time. It has its own data and its own addressing, it will be there. You can check out when it has different addressing, whether all packets have got, whether the messages are said to be same, whether it is said to be accurate, everything it will be checking. And in the application layer, when it is received by the application layer, it checks for whether all the aspects are said to be present, to be presented in the application layer. Okay, so this is your transport layer and other layers which we have discussed today. So today's session we have discussed about physical layer, data link layer, network layer and transport layer, which already you have learned in the previous sem, but it is said to be a repetition part in this sem in the first unit. Okay, so in the next other 3, like your layers, it will be discussed in the next session. Okay, thank you.